Meantime, data analytics company Amplitude going public on the Nasdaq today through a direct listing pricing at $35 a share. The company will trade under the ticker AMPL. Joining us right now, first on CNBC, is Amplitude's co-founder and CEO, Spencer Skates. Also, Bill Gurley is with us this morning, partner, of course, at Benchmark and an early investor in Amplitude and a legend in Silicon Valley. Can we say that? You've woken up early, Bill, so you're going to get legend. I don't know. Are you on the East Coast, West Coast this morning?
I'm in Texas right now, so it's not as early as
it's early enough to get a nice salutation on top of it. But Spencer, it's nice to see you. Congratulations on this milestone this morning. For those uninitiated in terms of what Amplitude does, why don't you try to explain it, and then maybe we can dig in.
Yeah, Amplitude helps companies build data-driven products. We take the same tools that Facebook and Netflix has and bring them to the rest of the market. Today, we have 26 of the Fortune 100, including companies like Twitter, Dropbox, Atlassian, Walmart, and Ford.
What do you mean by that?
Well, we help people understand how people are using their online products, whether it's the mobile apps, the websites, where they're getting stuck, what features they like, what they don't like, what things frustrate them. One of our customers, Peloton, figured out that users who used a social feature during a workout were much more likely to work out subsequently, and they ended up building in new features like high fives and leaderboards to help them engage better in their product and continue to build a workout habit.
I like that. By the way, I use the high fives, and I like it. It helps. Hey, Bill, one of the things that's fascinating about this particular transaction, and so many, has been your commentary online and elsewhere about what's happening in the IPO world and really your push for direct listings and SPACs like this one. Why?
Well, look, I couldn't be more excited that Spencer and his company have chosen to take this path. And as I've mentioned many times before, the legacy IPO process has devolved into this process where huge one-day gains are transferred from the investment banks to their trading clients. And that number's $200 billion over the past 40 years, but 30 billion just last year. So it's actually gotten worse. There's a modern way to do it. You can actually use supply and demand to determine price and allocation. And that's what the direct listing does. That's how every bond is priced. That's how everyone, I think most intelligent people assume markets work. It's just they don't. And so it's so great to see these smart young founders pushing forward and taking an approach that I think is much better for the company, much better for employees, better for investors, and fits better with the fiduciary duty that we all have on the boards of these companies.
So I just want to go back on that because you said it fits better to the fiduciary duty. Do you believe that IPOs
violates fiduciary duty?
What were we going to say?
Violates fiduciary duty?
Yes.
Yeah, I think knowingly heading into a transaction where you're going to take on. So last year in 2020, the average IPO was underpriced by 50%. If you add in a 7% fee on the investment bank, that's a 57% cost of capital. Find me any professor, any finance professor, where a company that's got the possibility of going public, so it's highly legitimate, should have a 57% cost of capital. I don't think you can find it. So yeah, I think selling your shares in your company at a knowing discount and using things like 30x oversubscribe is nutty. Anyway, back to Spencer and his team. I just couldn't be more excited that a group of young founders is moving in this direction. And Jay Ritter put out some data at the end of August that you guys probably saw, where he analyzed all the companies that have chosen the direct listing path, and they've wildly outperformed their IPO peers, which I think is interesting and highlights the quality of the decision making of the people that are choosing this path.